Hello and welcome, beautiful people, to the energy reading for the month of May in 2026. So I don't know where you live, but here where I am in Scandinavia, spring has really arrived, and it's just this eruption of color and form, and everything is sprouting, and the birds are blessing us each day with a morning chorus. And it's the month of May really is the month of cosmic sensuality, cosmic eroticism in expression, manifest, and everything that we see now in spring. And I would invite you to allow me to dive a bit further into that subject, that theme, and to trust that it hopefully will give you a lived experience of what the energy this month is about and what she will bring for us. So in the month of May, the earth and her consort, the moon, make love to the solar sky god. And it's their lovemaking that becomes manifest in the greening and flowering of the earth. And this happening, that we experience every year has been celebrated as a cross-cultural celebration. This divine union. And in the Celtic tradition it's called Bjaltana, and in the Germanic and Northern European traditions we have the 1st of May or Valborg. And in Germany, for example, until this day they have a May Queen and a May King, and they of course have the maypole, symbolizing an erect phallus and a flower crown on top, symbolizing a vulva. The energy of this particular May invites you to fearlessly surrender to the sensuality of your body. That's what came through for me, is very potent that we live through our bodies, let ourselves be guided through our bodies rather than thinking our way, towards the goal. And we are asked or invited to listen with care and really create a space for the desire stirring in. You're asked to create a space for the desire stirring in your soul and to allow yourself to make love again to your own life. To allow yourself to be courted by the beauty and sensuality that life has to offer. And as well as, courting life through the way that we inhabit our bodies. So, if you see your life as your dance partner, your lover, the one that you make love to, how would you inhabit your body? How would you be in your body? How would you inhabit the space that you live in? How would you inhabit the relationships that you have? So the invitation this month is really to connect with the archetype of the lover in a very embodied, sensual way. And you can, practice that by, for example, observing the way how you breathe, and to feel how you make love to the air by breathing. You know, when you breathe in, to allow yourself to be filled by the air, how you are caressed by the air from the inside, but also how you kind of hug the air gently back, you know, as she fills all your organs, your cells, your lungs, of course. And when you let go, to do that with care and gentleness and love. I also invite you to feel into the way how you walk. You know, imagining each step is a love-making to the earth beneath you. And how the earth loves you back through carrying you. How do you sit, you know? Can you make love, you know, with your bum to the chair that you're sitting on? And do you feel how the chair is holding you? And in that way, making love to you. I mean, the best thing, if you have the chance, of course, would be to take off all your clothes and just lie naked on the earth, you know. And really feel how you're held and how you want to hold the earth back, you know, in return. So yeah, how can you romanticize your life? And how can you inhabit your life through your body rather than through your head? The word that came through for me this month was trust. Trust. Allow yourself to trust your body, trust your life. Allow yourself to surrender into your body and to allow your body to follow its erotic stirrings and its deep-seated wisdom. And when I say erotic stirrings, it's, you know, it really is, it's not just sexual in the way we used to think about sex. It's like your life force, you know, where is it your life force wants to flow? Where does the river of your life force wants to take you? And can you find the courage within you to let go, you know? To just hop on a boat and without, you know, or without a paddle, and just be carried downstream, you know, by the river. And so yeah, like I said, like a practice is, you know, to really be mindful about the way how we breathe, how we eat, walk, listen, touch, speak, you know, and see these kind of seemingly simple tasks as a way of lovemaking with your life. And when we make love, we enjoy and savor the moment. Like in life, you know, lovemaking with a partner, we really take it all in, and we're utterly present, you know, when we're utterly present with our partner, and we're not trying to get in, we're just enjoying every second of the moment and how it unfolds, you know. So that's kind of the invitation this month, is that we inhabit our bodies and our lives with this softness and this sensuality. So the other part, and that is also connected with that, when we manage to inhabit that part of ourselves, we are sometimes taken by life to places, to experiences, to people that we do not expect, that we didn't anticipate. And so if we manage to inhabit our lives, our bodies from that place, there is this opening for like new and surprising trajectories our lives can take. A new job, a new relationship, a new hobby, or a renewed, dedication to a relationship, or a renewed perspective, a new way of doing our work, and so forth. And there is, this opening for newness and really uncovering parts of ourselves that we didn't really knew existed, right? And sometimes that can be scary, to be confronted with a part in oneself that you weren't aware of previously. So I invite you to do all of this, with presence, with mindfulness, with trust, yes, but also with playfulness, Take it with a grain of salt. And see it, bring in that adventurous spirit, to just allow yourself that these few weeks of May to be surprised by life, by yourself. And really connect with the playfulness of your inner child, that it's not, it's not about making like the big decisions of, you have to quit your job or you need to get out of that relationship. It's not that kind of energy. It's more so an invitation to just dance with life, to make love with life. And then, yes, new trajectories may reveal themselves. But they shouldn't feel heavy or, like overly challenging is what comes through for me. But May brings this energy of wonder and adventure and mystery, and also a good dose of mischief. And the cuckoo has been a bird that has come up a lot, both when I worked with this collective reading, but also personally in my own, in my personal life. And, the cuckoo is usually seen as this bird that is, abusing other birds, basically. I mean, not consciously, because it's an animal, of course, but a lot of people don't seem to like cuckoos, because they put their own eggs in other birds' nests, right? So the cuckoo seems like this opportunist, but in ancient times, the cuckoo was a bird of the goddess, symbolizing the goddess that, births everything forth from this kind of mystery and from this chaotic energy, she births forth everything. And so I invite you to welcome the mysterious happenings that might, pop up this month, or the unexpected visits you get, even if they seem untimely or at first kind of annoying, to allow yourself to stop for a moment and to really open yourself up for the possibility that this is like the divine world, the other world, kind of speaking to you and nudging you a bit, so that you then are able to get in touch with your life force, with these forgotten or undiscovered parts of yourself. So, the cuckoo, but also like this Joker energy, it really is that kind of energy this month, So I advise you to just buckle up and be ready for surprises, So I also want to speak to the fact that for some people, because of trauma or heartbreak or loss, those things might be in the way when we're trying to descend into our body and to surrender to the flow of life. And if this is the case for you, I gently invite you to think back to a time in your life when you felt carefree and playful and light. And this could be your childhood or as a young adult. Or maybe you were lucky enough to got to experience this joie de vivre when up until adulthood, up until recently. So see if you can remember how you felt in your body and what you thought and how you inhabited your life, and invite that energy back into your current way of living. And even if you just manage to be there for small, micro moments of time, I just invite you to savor them, because they're like tiny seeds that when we get in touch with them, nourish them, they will grow, they will grow and gain more energy as time goes on. But maybe you are also someone that can't remember a time in your life when you felt carefree and connected and content and trusting and joyful. And if that is the case for you, I invite you to imagine yourself as that kind of person. And maybe you know someone in your life who kind of embodies that energy, so you can have them as a role model. Or maybe there's a fictional character that kind of is inhabiting their life with this sensuality and playfulness, and a bit of wildness, or maybe it's a celebrity, it doesn't matter. Like, just think about if you know someone. It can also be a non-human creature. Maybe there's an animal that you feel really, really has that kind of energy or vibe, a squirrel or a dolphin, or a bumblebee, and just feel the energy they radiate, and then, imagine that kind of energy in your belly and your chest, and let it expand from there. Let it fill you up, and see what that does, just be curious and see what it does. And always also check in with yourself, so that it still feels good, and not too much. But no matter if you get glimpses of this energy, if you live in it, almost seamlessly, continuously, it doesn't matter. It's it's like the amount of time doesn't necessarily matter. It's the quality, it's the quality, and our intent, and our presence with it. And then, just drink in life like the most delicious, sensual, beautiful lover that you could imagine. And be surprised by the mystery. So that was my reading for the month of May. May we all create space for the mystery, and may we all give the seemingly annoying or mischievous or unexpected happenings in our lives a space, so that they may reveal to us the most alive parts within our souls. Have a beautiful, blooming, gorgeous, sensual May.